Hello everyone, my name is Kirti and I am an assistant professor in IT. This one is the third video of business law and today I am going to cover the following topic. Number one is acceptance, second is legal rules regarding acceptance, then what constitutes valid acceptance, then communication of offer and acceptance. A valid contract comes into existence when there is a valid offer and valid acceptance. So according to section 2B of Indian Contract Act 1872 states that a proposal when the person to whom the proposal is made signifies his assent thereto the proposal is said to be accepted. Now legal rules regarding acceptance. Acceptance must be given only by the person to whom the offer is made. Acceptance must be absolute and unqualified. Acceptance must be expressed in some usual and reasonable manner unless the proposal prescribes the manner in which it is to be accepted. Acceptance must be communicated by the acceptor. Acceptance must be given with a reasonable time or before the offer lapses or revoked. Acceptance must succeed the offer. Right? So acceptance means when the proposal has to be accepted. आपका proposal दिया और आपने उसको accept किया, right? बट एक्सेप्ट किसके थ्रू होगा? एक्सेप्ट हमेशा ऑफरी के थ्रू होगा, ठीक है। और जो ऑफर होगा मीन्स ऑफरर ने ऑफर दिया ऑफरी को, ना ऑफरी हैज टू बी एक्सेप्टेड द प्रपोजल, राइट। एंड वो किसको एक्सेप्ट करेगा? ऑफरर को ही एक्सेप्ट करेगा और एनी अदर पर्सन ऑथोराइज्ड बाय हिम, राइट। इट मस्ट बी एब्सोल्यूट एंड अनक्वालिफाइड मीन्स कोई कंडीशनल सर्कमस्टांसेस नहीं होने चाहिए कि आपने ऑफर दिया किसी को और आपने सामने से काउंटर ऑफर दे दिया। इट डजंट मीन दैट एक्सेप्टेंस। लाइक मैंने कहा कि एक्स वाई को एक पेन देगा 1000 रुपीज़ का, ना वाई सेड कि मैं पेन लेने के लिए तो रेडी हूँ बट इट मस्ट बी गिवन एट रुपीज़ 900। सो दिस वन इज नॉट एन एक्सेप्टेंस, दिस इज द काउंटर ऑफर, राइट। सो इट मस्ट बी एक्सप्रेस्ड इन सम यूजुअल एंड रीजनेबल मैनर, ठीक है। मैनर लाइक ईमेल और पोस्ट व्हाटएवर द मोड हैज बीन प्रिस्क्राइब्ड, and it must be communicated by the acceptor. It must be accepted with a reasonable time or before the offer has been lapses or revoked by the offerer. And acceptance must succeed the offer. पहले offer दिया जाएगा उसके बाद ही उसे accept किया जाएगा. Now move to what constitute valid acceptance. So these are the following essential. Number one, acceptance may be expressed or implied. Express acceptance means when it is communicated by the word spoken or written or by doing some required act. For example, P makes an offer to Q to sell his second-hand car for rupees 2 lakh over telephone and gets his acceptance by telephone. Here an acceptance of Q is expressed. Now is implied acceptance. Implied acceptance means when it is neither spoken nor written, but it has to be gathered from the conduct of the parties or circumstances of the cases. For example, eating meal in a restaurant, boarding a public bus, withdrawing money from ATM, right? Then acceptance may be specific or general. Specific acceptance means it can be accepted by the person to whom the offer has to be made. Such type of offer cannot be accepted by any other person. For example, if there is a contract between X and Y, so it can be accepted by Y only if the offer has been given to Y, no other one else. Then acceptance of general offer, when an offer is made to the public at large, any person who fulfills or performs the condition of an offer can accept it, right? So this one is the acceptance may be specific or general. General acceptance, for example, advertisement given in the newspaper, any person who seeing the advertisement can accept the offer, right? Then acceptance must be absolute and unqualified, and acceptance must be of the whole offer without any change in the terms of the offer. A conditional qualified acceptance is no acceptance in the eyes of law. Even a slight deviation from the terms of the offer would make the acceptance invalid. In fact, a conditional acceptance by itself is a counter offer, not an acceptance. For example, when X offers an article to Y for ₹1000, the acceptance by Y to buy the article for ₹900 is no acceptance in the eyes of law. Otherwise, it is an counter offer, not acceptance. Right? Then acceptance must be given to the offerer or any other person authorized by him, and acceptance must be communicated by the offeree only. So in case of the offerer has died or become insane before acceptance, then the offer lapses provided the offeree has the knowledge of the same. Any acceptance given after death or insanity of the offerer will not be valid in the eyes of law. And acceptance must be communicated by the offeree only. Acceptance given by a person who is authorized to give is ineffective according to the eyes of law. So acceptance given by the stranger or near or dear ones will not make the acceptance valid. So it must be communicated by the offeree only. Right? There is a famous case law, Powell versus Lee. P applied for the post of principal in a school. He was selected by the managing committee, but no formal communication was sent to him. After some time, committee met and cancelled the appointment of P as a principal. He came to know through someone. He filed a suit against the managing committee. Held he was not successful as the communication was not sent to him by the offerer. ठीक है, P ने principal की post के लिए apply किया and he got selected by the managing committee. After some time, his appointment has been cancelled and he came to know through someone. Now there is no formal communication by the offerer to the P. So he filed a suit against the managing committee. He was not successful because there is no formal communication sent to him. Right? Then mental acceptance or uncommunicated acceptance does not result in a contract. So acceptance should always be communicated. Mental acceptance is ineffectual in the eyes of law. Among mental acceptance not evident by words or conduct in the eyes of law, there is no acceptance. Right? There is a famous case law, Brogden versus Metropolitan Railway Company. B, a supplier sent a draft agreement relating to the supply of coal to the manager of railway company, that is Metropolitan Railway, for his acceptance. The manager wrote the word approved on the same and put the draft agreement in the drawer of the table, intending to send it to the company solicitor for a formal contract to be drawn upon. By an oversight, the draft agreement remained in drawer. Held there was no contract as the manager had not communicated his acceptance to the supplier B. Right? So Broadgun जो company थी, he sent a draft agreement related to the supply of coal. Now Metropolitan Railway manager, he just write the word approved and same put in the agreement in the drawer of the table. Right? Intending that it will send it later on. Later on he forget and the agreement remained in the drawer. Now obviously B has no communication from the railway, so there is no contract as the manager had not communicated his acceptance to the B. Acceptance cannot be implied from silence. So silence cannot be regarded as a mode of acceptance. For example, X offers to Y to buy his house for ₹5 lakh and writes, if I hear no more about it within a week, I shall presume the house is mine for ₹5 lakh. Y keeps silent. There is no concluded contract between X and Y. Now what is this nonsense? Obviously X ने Y को ऑफर किया कि मैं तुम्हारा घर 5 लाख में खरीदना चाहता हूँ, अगर तुमने within a week मुझे नहीं बताया तो I shall presume that this house is mine. Now what is this nonsense? Now Y keeps silent. Y को क्या बोलने की जरूरत है? So there is no contract between X and Y. Then offer may prescribe the mode of acceptance. If not, it should be in the usual and reasonable mode. So if the offerer prescribed any particular mode of acceptance, the acceptance must be effected in the same mode. Any other mode of acceptance would not do. The offer can insist that the acceptance must be expressed in the mode prescribed by him, and if not, the acceptance will not bind him. Where no mode is specified in the offer, acceptance must be communicated in a reasonable manner. What is a reasonable manner would depend upon the facts of each particular case. For example, X makes an offer to Y and says, if you accept the offer, reply by email. Now Y sends the reply by post. It will be a valid acceptance unless X informs Y within the reasonable time that acceptance is not according to the mode prescribed. Right? Then acceptance must be given within specific time or reasonable time. Now, if the terms of the offer specify a certain period within which the offer has to be accepted, the acceptance must be accepted within the specified time. If the acceptance is not communicated within the specified time, it will not bind the offerer, since it is no acceptance in the eyes of law. Where no time is specified in the offer for its acceptance, the acceptance must be communicated within the reasonable time, right? Then acceptance should always succeed the offer. Yes, offer always be made before acceptance. So we already studied the famous case law of Lalman Shukla versus Gauri Dutt. You can check it in the previous video. Now last is acceptance must be given before the lapse of the offer or before it is revoked, right? Acceptance आपको offer lapse होने से पहले या offer जो है उसको deny कर दे, revoke कर दे, उससे पहले आपको acceptance देनी है. For example, P offers to sell his office furniture to Q at the specified period and tells him to give his acceptance within a week. The next day P dies due to heart attack. Q cannot accept this offer provided he has the knowledge of death of the offerer. Offer stands revoked by the death of the offerer. Now, communication of offer and acceptance. So, one of the essential of valid offer and valid acceptance is that offer as well as acceptance must be communicated. Now, when is the communication complete? Communication of offer, section 4. So, the communication of the offer complete when it is come to the knowledge of the person to whom it is made, of course. Okay, for example, A sends a proposal in the mail to B, and if the mail lost, it can be held that the communication of proposal is not complete. Now, communication of acceptance is complete when it is put in the course of transmission to him as to be out of the power of the acceptor to withdraw same, and when it come to the knowledge of the proposal. So, communication of acceptance, we can say that it has to be into two parts, as against the proposer and as against the acceptor. As against the proposer means when it is put into the course of transmission to him as so as to be out of the power of acceptor, and as against the acceptor means when it is come to the knowledge of the proposer or offerer, right? For example, X proposes by a letter to sell a Honda City car to Y at a certain price. Now the communication of offer is complete when the letter is received by Y. Now Y accept X proposal in this case by a letter sent by the post. Communication of acceptance is complete as against the X when the letter is posted. It is complete as against Y when the letter is received by X, right? Now communication of revocation, section 4. The communication of revocation is complete as against the person who makes it and as against the person to whom it is made. As against the person who makes it means when it is put in the course of transmission to the person to whom it is made, so as to be out of the power of the person who makes it. And as against the person to whom it is made means when it is come to his knowledge, right? For example, X proposes by a letter to sell his Honda City car to Y at a certain price. The letter is posted on 5th July, which reaches Y on 9th July. X revokes his offer by a letter on 6th July, which reaches Y on 10th July. The revocation is complete as against X when the revocation letter is posted on 6th July. It is complete as against Y when he receives it on 10th July. Now, revocation of offer and acceptance. The term revocation means cancellation, withdrawal or taken back. Offer once made can be withdrawn or taken back. Similarly, acceptance to an offer can also be revoked or withdrawn. So, time for revocation of offer or proposal. An offer be revoked at any time before the communication of its acceptance is complete as against the offer, but not afterwards. ठीक है, एक बार accept कर लिया गया उसके बाद offer cannot be revoked. Now, time for revocation of acceptance. An acceptance may be revoked at any time before the communication of the acceptance is complete as against the accepted, but not afterwards. राइट, एक्सेप्टेंस क्यों रिवोक की जाती है? जब तक एक्सेप्टेंस से कम्युनिकेशन पहुंचे उससे पहले आप रिवोक कर सकते हो, राइट? फॉर एग्जांपल, X proposes by a letter sent by post to sell his Honda City car to Y. The letter is posted on 1st of the month. Y accepts the proposal by a letter sent by post on the 4th. The letter reaches X on the 6th. X may revoke the offer at any time before Y posts his letter of acceptance, that is 4th, but not afterwards. Y may revoke his acceptance at any time before the letter of acceptance reaches to X on 6th, but not afterwards, right? So this is all for today. Thank you so much.